Today what we're going to be doing is making some plaques or coasters so it looks like it's all embossed. You'll see what it comes out like. You'll be really surprised how well this comes out. So welcome to Steve McDonald's Crafting. If you're new to this channel, then please hit that subscribe button. These is the Prism Prebeo fantasy colours, and there's quite a few colours in them. And what they do is, when they're dry, they give a honeycomb effect. And the first thing you need to do is, when you open them, is ensure that you give them a really good stir. So once you've got these all mixed up, and they do a lovely range of colours as well, which I'll show you because I'm going to be doing more than this too. I'm going to be doing quite a few of them to get a whole set of different colours. Don't be tempted to paint this on because this is something that needs to go on there quite thick. What you do is you pour this on. You can see how thickly I'm pouring that on. And then I'm going to take the stick that I used to stir it with and spread that around to try and get a nice even coat. Because if you brush it on, it goes on far too thin and you'll find that all it does is colour the wood a little bit, but it won't give you the pattern that you're looking for and that comes out. And the pattern is really beautiful, so it's worth doing it properly. And it actually does say on the jar not to use a brush, but to... And it's very thick, so it's not going to overflow the edges. And the reason I've got it on this kitchen towel is because I know how messy I am and I don't want to get it all over my nice new cutting mat that I've got. Once you're happy you've got it all covered, and then what I do is I just go round and put a little dribble of it around the edge, and that will all blend in, so you don't have to worry about that, and anywhere else where I think I thinned it out too much. And that's it. What you do is you then leave that to do its own thing. It will be touch dry within about 6 hours, and it will be fully dry and solid within about 70 hours. But it's worth doing, and it's worth waiting for. Whoa! These are all completely dry now, which is excellent. Next step is, I've got this sticky, well, it's like a large roll of painter's tape. And what I'm going to do is put those onto there and then cut round that tape. You can't see any of the paint now, and that is completely masked off. And what I'm going to do is go over all of them, and then I'll show you what my next step is. Well, these are all nicely covered now, so what it means is I need to cut out the stencil on here. Now, I'm going to do that using my X-Tools D1 laser, and that should cut them out really, really simply. So, let's move over to there. I've imported SVG of a Celtic knot, and I really like this image. It's such a simple image, but it really looks great. Pop on my safety glasses, and then all I need to do is engrave that into that paper. So now that's finished, what I'm going to do is just do the other ones as well, the other 5 with some different patterns on, and then I'll show you the next step. Once that's all been laser cut, they should be really easy to get out. It's just like weeding anything, I suppose. All I'm going to do is lift up the bits that I want to be a different colour. Sometimes you have to work in reverse and think, actually, I want to leave that bit on. So give it some thought before you go ahead and do it. One of the things that I didn't get quite right was the centering of the laser cutting on the discs. And it took me a couple of goes, but now I've worked out how to do that, and I started to get things a lot more central. For instance, the cat is a lot more central, the flower is a lot more central, the leaf. But I did slightly mess up with the butterfly and the knot. But I don't mind. It's the technique that I'm really trying to show you rather than how to get it centre. But I do know how to centralise it now, which is great. Go through gently, because you don't want to scratch what's underneath this. That lovely honeycombed paint. I will link everything that I've used today in the description below. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, just to say thank you and help support this channel, then the link for that is in the description below. I'm currently saving for a carpet weaving gun so I can do some larger rugs and things. That didn't take too long to do. Before I go ahead and spray these, what I'm going to do is just go over them with my roller just to ensure that that is all really stuck down well after weeding them. And I shall do that on all of them. And now what I'm going to do is spray them. I've got a variety of different spray paints and I'm going to put them in. And all I use to spray inside of is a cardboard box because I don't want the spray going all over everywhere in my studio. And I'll prop them up like that in the box and then give the thing a shake and then a light spray on it. It doesn't need to be heavily sprayed, and then that one should be fine. And I'll just put that to one side and let that dry up. For the bear, I think I'm going to use gold. So make sure that you wear a mask when doing this and ensure you work in a well-ventilated area. And then once you're ready to take off the actual coating, you just need to lift that up gently, peel that off, then take out the little bits that are also forming parts of your stencils. And they come off quite easily because it isn't a high-tack tape and it doesn't leave any residue behind either, which is great because if you then want to go over and give these a coat of resin or something else, then you can. But can you imagine what this would look like if you made like a lovely congratulations plaque for someone? You know, there's no end to the possibilities of using this. So there we go, that's the bear done. And I've also done the flower. These are all dry now and finished, and I've done different techniques on a couple of them. For instance, the knot, what I did with that one was, while it was almost dry, I put a tiny bit of 99% alcohol on a cloth and then went over it to remove some of the paint so it looks more, I think, more worn and weathered, and I really quite like the way that that one has come out. The bear I didn't do anything to, I just left it so the gold is on there as it is. The same with the flower. And the little puddy cat. I think the little black cat come out lovely. The butterfly, I went quite heavily with the alcohol to remove as much as I could, apart from the bits that were indented. I left the leaf, cannabis leaf, I think that is, as is. So let me know what you think of them in the comments. I think it's a great technique. You could do a nice big square plaque and put congratulations on passing your exams and love you and all those sorts of things using this technique. It's really easy to do and really quite inexpensive. Please boot that like button if you've enjoyed this project. It really helps my videos get out there because I'm trying to grow this channel so that it can start to pay its way. And if you want to get a hold of anything that I've used today, including the X-Tools D1 laser, which is a brilliant piece of kit, I'll put the links to that in the description below, along with the links to the Buy Me a Coffee. Be sure to check out the video that I've got coming up next. It's the actual unboxing of the X-Tools D1. I think you'll find that really interesting if you're looking to purchase or invest in a laser, because these aren't expensive and they do so much. They not only engrave, but they also cut as well. And obviously, you can make stencils with them. Thank you very much. Enjoy your crafting. Bye.